Hello, Las Vegas, and everyone else. Sick and tired here. And today we are checking out some narcissistic parents, something that we have grown very accustomed to seeing on this channel. Their shenanigans never gets old. From Umpire Basic 3949, my narcissistic dad sent me a 100-page long book he wrote about himself. What do I do? My dad, a narcissist who emotionally abused me for years, leaving me with crippling trauma, has sent me this book he wrote asking me to read it. The book is a 100-page long, pompous, insufferable rant about himself, his life story, and about why he is better than everybody else. In the text, he literally refers to himself as the hero. Wow. The book also contains entirely delirious theories deriving from a mixture of psychoanalysis, ancient religion, mathematics, philosophy, and literature. Sounds like your dad has been watching a lot of Full Metal Alchemist. It is almost concerning. It looks like a product of a psychotic break. I should add that I'm a writer myself, with books published and translated into several languages. My dad was always competitive with me about my writing. Oh, I hate that. I hate when my mom is always competitive about me with like cooking. Why? Why do parents do that? Why? He also believes that he is some kind of misunderstood genius. My mom, who was always the enabler of the narcissist abuse I endured, has read the whole thing and insists it's good. She also begged me to read it and report back to my dad with compliments, because otherwise he would be very offended. I'm tempted to tell him the truth, that the writing is pathetic and the content is concerning. But honestly, I feel like it would just be a waste of my time and energy. What do you think? What do I say to him? What do I do? I'm honestly just looking for comfort at this point. I'm at my wit's end. I personally wouldn't be able to resist. I'd have to read it. It sounds like you did as well. What do I think? I mean, it's up to you. What do you say to him? What do you do? I feel like when it comes to dealing with narcissistic parents, you're never going to get through. You're never going to change the way they think. They're always going to be right. They're always going to have these like delusions of grandeur. So no matter what you say, it's not going to matter. You could either tell him how you feel, which honestly is the way that you should go about it, or you can just kind of, yeah, Dad, I read it. It was fine. I don't know what I would do. This is a very, very like individual case. I've never come across anything like this before. So either be 100% honest if that's what you want, or just say, good job writing a book. I don't know. Sweet yesterday, $7.99. My parents lied to me about my age. Breaking the news did not go well. Lied to you about your age? What? I began to get curious about my birth certificate as I'm considering switching jobs and need the certificate to prove my identity. When applying for my current job, my parents did not allow me access to the certificate and instead ran it through themselves with the excuse of safekeeping. Asking them if I could see it myself and run it through myself began an argument and defensiveness which I'd never seen from them before. So I began to press the matter.
I got a bad feeling.
They ended up sitting me down and explaining a story I feel makes no sense, only leaving me more confused and desperate for the truth. They had told me I was, in fact, 2 years younger than I believed myself to be. Oh, score! I would be like, woo woo. Their excuses involved clerical errors and such. However, they are known to bend the truth and lie in their favor, which also makes me doubtful of their stories. But why would they lie about something like that? To make you older than what you really are. So up until recently, I was of the belief I was 18 years old and have therefore been treated as such by both my parents and peers. I'm struggling to come to terms with this as it is, or how to break the news to anybody. I'm not sure how to go about this because not even I'm aware of why my parents did this, how they did this, and why they're still apprehensive about telling the truth. Yeah, how would they get away with that for so long? Because they would have to be, when they're taking you to the doctor, they'd have to be lying about the year that you were born, which they would know isn't true, right? Because they have all your medical records. The doctors wouldn't. I don't know. That's really weird. Why they would lie to and make you 2 years older than what you are? This one is bonkers. I don't know, friend. I'm just as confused as you are. This username I did not look at. Bush did 9/11. The last meal I'll ever buy this lady. Just took my mom out for lunch because my aunt called me and said that my mom feels like her kids don't check up, which is bullshit. I call this lady so many times and she doesn't answer. Well, I asked her today in person why she doesn't call me, check up, or answer my calls. Also mentioned how she literally lives down the block from me but hangs out with her other daughter who lives 2 hours away more than me. Well, oh my, language. Well, this fat bee looked me straight in my eyes, smiled, and said, Christine, can I be honest? I don't even think of you. It broke me.
Now, you done pissed me off.
I hate this lady. She's a fucking snake. She knew exactly what she was doing when she said this shit. She knew how bad it would hurt me, but she's so effing sick and twisted. She loves watching me crumble. I know that sometimes I say the F word and sometimes I don't. I don't know. I feel like I only have a certain quota that I should probably use, right? It's the sickest shit ever. She told me all the time as a kid, but bitch, to look me in the eyes as an adult and tell me that shit is just sick. I hope this lady... Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to read the rest of that. I don't even think of you. Then why does she get mad about you not calling her? From Ordinary Phantom, my husband just died and my mom was upset that I didn't give her any attention.
Oh, brother!
Oh my gosh. I'm already upset just reading that title. So this is it's an original post and an update. So original post, she came to the funeral and wouldn't even look at me or talk to me initially because I didn't get her from the airport. Then she laughed at pictures of my husband asking if they had been taken just now. She also tried to fight with me, and when I didn't react, looked at me with so much hatred in her eyes that I thought she'd slap me. She never once asked me or the children how we were or even acknowledged the loss. That's just evil. That's cruel. Update. Thank you for the condolences. My husband died unexpectedly after a short stay in the hospital of sepsis 2 months ago now. Many of you were absolutely right. After being a complete bitch whilst visiting, she tried to make up with sweet messages on WhatsApp, offering to send a parcel, etc., both to me and the children. We all ignored her. Only occasionally I'd send a sentence back like, thanks. Anyway, it's her birthday today, and I found out that she's blocked me on everything. Mom of the year. Honestly, what a bitch. She's just plain evil now. I'm so sorry about your husband, losing him so suddenly, and the kids having to deal with all that. I'm really sorry. I guess, yeah, the best thing would be to cut her out. Like, I can't even wrap my mind around how heartless you would have to be to your own daughter starting a fight at the funeral, not even saying I'm sorry, laughing at the pictures, asking when they were... What is wrong with her? To Pam, I guess I'm a bad mother then, as a response to sharing that I'm hurt. A few weeks ago, my mom said, I wish you were like other girls. Oh boy. This is because she is upset I want a smaller wedding. I want a more simpler wedding dress. I want a less grand venue. My own wedding. That I'm paying for everything. Always important. Always important to state so nobody can come back and be like,
well, your mom's not paying for it.
After she said such a hurtful thing on the phone, I stopped talking to my mom for a bit. I didn't tell her that specific comment at the time hurt me immensely because she was in a rage and there was no reasoning. In a rage about what? About you not wanting to wear a big fancy dress or for having a simple wedding? Why is it that sometimes the moms are more of like bridezillas than the actual bride herself? Eventually, I felt guilty not talking to my mom and apologized. It's almost like they are trying to live through their children. Maybe they didn't have the wedding they wanted, so now they're trying to plan the wedding how they would want it, maybe? Yesterday, she was angry and offended for liking a wedding dress that I tried on that she disliked. Oh my God. Your mom sounds awful. I texted her, it makes me sad that you're offended. Offended by a dress. Offended by a dress. What? It makes me sad that you are offended by me having different opinions. It makes me sad that you've told me, why can't you be like other girls? Knowing my extensive bullying history as a child and the struggle to make friends because of that trauma. I wish you celebrated my individuality and choice, and that even if it's different from yours, that you would be happy for me either way. My prideful mother says sarcastically and with the intent to guilt trip, I guess I'm a bad mother then. Oh, classic line from a narc parent. This person in the comment said something that we all wish we would say, but sometimes we just don't have the courage to say it, right? Yes, you are. Thank you for finally admitting it. I wonder what would happen if you did that. It would be glorious. Make sure you record it or at least tell us. update us on that one too. Just know, if any of you are struggling out there with crazy parents, I have been there. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, I hope your symptoms are low. Hope your magic is strong. Bye, babes.